Hey, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. Welcome back. I'm excited today to bring you this eye look. It's from TikTok, another TikTok thing. I learned so much on TikTok. Lots of cool, neat ways to do your eyes, your face, your lips, your brows, everything. And sometimes they turn out to be like the best thing ever. So this one here was one where the girl laid down all the colors individually and then blended them out. Now, I'm highly, highly, highly impressed with this. So if you want to learn how to get this look, just keep watching. Now, as we get started with this, I don't have anything on my eyes yet. No primer, haven't done my brows, haven't done anything. Okay, all I've done is my under eyes, and that's it. And they're sitting there waiting on me to put some powder on them. That's why they're so shiny. I have to put my Laura Mercier powder on, but I need to do my eye primer first because I like to do the Laura Mercier on my top of my eye primer and under my eyes. So I'm going to use Younique's eye primer. I love this. It does have a little tackiness to it, which is why I will put the Laura Mercier powder over it. You don't need much. Maybe that's probably too much. Take it and put it on your fingers and go ahead and put it all over your eyes. Now, if you have a favorite that you love to use that. This is just the one I prefer. I've been using it for so long, and I really do like the way it works. Puts a nice barrier between your eyeshadow or whatever you put on your eyes. You know, it breaks down during the day, so it keeps that oil from coming through, and it helps your makeup stay on a lot better throughout the day. And here's my Laura Mercier. Yay! I love this stuff. It's so much fun to use. Now, what I do, instead of trying to get it out of here, I put it in my lid like that. There. Not much. You don't need, that's really too much, okay? So don't use that much. So we're going to take this brush right here. I will link this brush below. It's a Morphe brush. It is actually an under eye bullet brush. I love it. It's my favorite. But this is the way I do. I do it all the way around my eyes now that I put my primer on my eyes. Take a little bit and tap it off like that. And what you want to do, because less is more, right? You're going to come through and you're just going to dab it around. And then you can come right underneath your eyes as well, okay? Just like that. Do all of it at the same time. That's my recommendation. It's just easier if you do it that way. You don't want to put too much powder. And see, I tap a lot of it off when I do this. So let's tap this here, through here, and then just barely underneath my eyes. And then you can wipe this off like this. Get as much powder as you can off of it. And then just sweep through it to make sure you don't have any powder still sitting there. And it's all kind of set, everything that we just put on. So even your under eyes. So now we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you the beautiful, beautiful summer. Now these can be summer colors into fall. You're going to love them. Okay, here's the colors. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. Now, these are refillable, so these pop out, so you can create any kind of colors you want. These are Younique's colors. This is the color Nonsensical. Then we've got Impish. This is Manipulative. Girl, that is some copper fun. Look at that. And then this is Visionary, which is my other favorite shiny color. Oh, they're going to be gorgeous together. But this TikTok technique, this was beautiful. And when I did it on Facebook, the ladies were like, we're trying this. We're trying this. And I want you to try it as well. Now, you are also going to need a flat brush. This is the one that I've been using. This is a Japanese brush. And I will try to be able to read the number on here. It's kind of worn off, but I'll find it and I'll link this brush below in case you want it. I'm sure I got it at Wally World or maybe Ulta. But Morphe brushes, I bet Morphe has one like this. If you go to Ulta, you could probably find one. The reason you need one like this, see, it doesn't need to be tapered. It needs to be rounded. It needs to be flat. And it needs to be dense. You see that? You don't see how that will hold and it's going to grab that color. So when you go to apply it on your eyes, a fluffy one will not work. It's got to be kind of a dense, flat brush just like this. And this is an eye brush. And I'm sure I got it at good old Wally World, but this is the brush we're going to use today. So the first thing that we're going to do is take a fluffy brush like this. This is my Jaclyn Hill brush, and we're going to take some foundation. This is foundation. I love to use it on my eyes. It's the color Velour. It is a pressed powder foundation. It has shea butter in it, so it's really good for your skin. Tap it off, And you're going to place this. I always place it right underneath here. Why? Because I like a little base there, and I also have some discoloration there I like to cover up, and this is full coverage. So it just makes sense to use this. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's like the perfect color with my skin. And so it doesn't take away from anything else that I'm going to put on today, because we are using pressed powder eyeshadows today. And they're going to be gorgeous, and you're going to love this technique. You are. So make sure you cover this really well where you want it to be. I like to bring it down in this corners a little bit just to give everything a really light start to this beautiful look. Okay, let's do this. Here it is. Now, the one cool thing about this is you can put them in order. This is the way we're going. We're going to start with this color here. We're going to head into this color next, and then we're going to do this color and this color last. So we're going to put color, 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 color. So we're sectioning this out in 4 different areas. And then what you do is you come in and you blend them out. This is the easiest, peasiest way I know that I have done lately. That is so cool and so simple. And you just have to be mindful of how much you're going to use on the brush. You want to start off with a minimal color. You can always add. It's really hard to take away. And we are going to blend all these out. They're going to blend them out together. So you could really say that this is kind of sort of like a sunset eye. Just the technique of it is what I love so much, because it was so darn simple. So we're going to start with Nonsensical. Nonsensical is kind of a brown red color. So get a little bit on your brush. And what you're going to do, here's the tail of my brow, right? So we're going to look. Now we've got everything set here. We're ready. So we're going to take this and we're going to bring it right through here, just like this. It's all you're doing is drawing a line straight down to your lashes, okay? Bring it all the way down. And I try to make it pretty straight so that I can see it. You see that? Isn't that gorgeous? And see, where's the tail of my brow? It's going up that direction. Now, you don't want to come too far out because you're going to have to blend this. And so we're going to be blending everything in. So keep that in mind. Now, I do wipe off this brush between each color. I have a little pad down here that I wipe it off in. And then we're going to go grab Impish. I love Impish. Let's do Impish now. Impish is a really pretty orange color. Tangerine, I guess, maybe that would be the color. And we're going to come right here. And you see how I kind of hold my skin, because she was young and she didn't have to do that. She just went doop, doop, doop. I can't do that. I have to hold my skin so that it does not move on me. And you're going to add this other color right beside it, all the way down, just like this. And the cool thing is you can come back and add more. I'm going to add just a tad more down here at the bottom so we can work our colors fabulously. Now you see how far I have this up? The reason I come up so high, and she went pretty high herself, I have hooded eyes, so I have a lot more space up here. So we're going to wipe this off again. And then we're going to go into Manipulative. This color here, the shiny color. Yes, girlfriend, it's so pretty. It is a beautiful color. It's beautiful for summer. Whoa, and be careful how much you get. You could tap it off on your hand. That's another thing you can do. And then you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to bring this color right down through here, just like that, all the way down to the lash line. Now, she did it so perfectly. So perfectly. I'm not as professional as that. Now, we're going to come in with Visionary. And Visionary is, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful color. I bring it right here. And yep, hold your skin. Hold your horses. Yep, this is so pretty. Now I do bring this one in just a little bit more so that I have that nice, beautiful color covering. Now hers looks so perfect. But look, you got the dark, you got the next dark, and it gets lighter as it goes along. So that's the key to this look. Let me see if I need to add anything else. Let me add just a tad right here of the brown. And then I'm going to wipe this off on my hand. I'm going to add just a tad of Impish right here so that I have all that beautiful color on my lid. Look at that. Okay, are you scared? Are you scared, Jess? No, I was when I first did this. I really was. I was thought, this is not going to work. That's what I thought. Now, the cool thing about this is if you get a little heavy-handed, you can use your blending brush and blend it all out. This one is a It's Cosmetics blending brush. I don't know the number of it, but I do have it, you know, on my file. And I will put it in the description box for you. Now, we are going to start blending right here. And I've started at the bottom and blend inward. And we're going to get up here to the top. Now, I'm going to show you if you get a little heavy-handed, maybe. I've been pretty good at it so far. You can always come back and take some of that residue that's left on this brush where you put on your powder across there and blend it out and soften the edges. So you don't want like really sharp edges. Everything must be blended together for this look. So keep going, and we're going to blend this through. And I always, every color I start blending on, I usually wipe it off on my hand, okay? So that the colors stay true. They stay true because you don't want them all running together. Now this one, I come back the other direction, of course, because it's at the end. This is so darn pretty and so easy to do. I love it. And if you want to come back and add a little more brown, you can. We are going to add mascara and we are going to add a liner to this. I'm going to do a little bit of lining for it. And see, I'm going to blend that softly up at the top. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I am going to add just a little more brown because I want a little more darkness there in that corner. So let's add just a tad right here. Just right there, a little bit. There we go. Now that Blister's happy with that. And this is what I'm saying. It's a trial and error. Of course, hers was blended perfectly. But her young eyes look great. They really did. They impressed me. I love the way it turned out. And look at that. How pretty is that? And how easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, blend. Blend is your friend. Now come back up here. I'm going to soften this a little more. And then we're going to add some liner to this. So I'm going to use proper liner. This is a chocolate brown. You could use black if you want to. Since I use the brown colors, I usually like to keep it kind of sort of in the same color scheme. So I'm not doing wings. We don't do wings anymore. I don't do wings anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to come across and we're going to draw a little bitty skinny line to begin with. And I usually bring it to about my pupil, okay? If your eyes are wider set apart than mine, then you could bring it all the way into the inner corner. But if I did, my eyes are already close set anyway. So keep that in mind. Your eye shape, you know, when you're doing this, especially the liner. And then what I do is I make this a little thicker on the outer corner right here. We're going to thicken that up and just give it a little bit more height. And all of this is really skinny coming in. Do you see the difference? You don't have to do a wing. I'm not real big about doing wings anymore. They just are very difficult to do. If I was going to do a wing, I would probably use a brush instead of the pencil. And to draw it upward, I have more control when I do it that way. Not that I'm a control freak or anything like that, but when it comes to a wing, I think I probably am a control freak for that. So one other thing that I would do and recommend is tight line under here. And yes, I cannot do like these other YouTubers and they get theirs. They can just sit here and do this. I can't do that. I can't do it. I have to lift it up to be able to see it. And then I just draw it. I stay really close to the lashes. And see how that darkened that? See, it just gives it a pop, more of a pop. Love, love, love this look. So what do you think so far? I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm going to add some mascara. I'm going to add some 4D. We're going to curl our lashes like this. And you will see how you can transform this eye. And I am going to bring some color underneath too as well. I'm going to use this mascara. This is 4D. It's Younique's mascara. I love this mascara. It's my favorite. I have been using this mascara for 7 years. It started out being a 3-part process. You had to do a gel, fiber gel, and this is a 1-step. So now this is 4D instead of 3D. It's kind of cool. This has little Y-shaped fibers in it. So if you've never tried this, and maybe you just wear mascara only, I don't know. If that's the case, you should try it. You should try this. We have a primer that you can use also if you need to prime your lashes first. And we also have a lash serum. So if you need help with your lashes falling out, that can help too. And I do use that like maybe twice a week. I don't use it it's not something that you would use every day. So this is so pretty. Look at that. What do you think? Are you gonna try this? You know you are. You can do this with any colors. You just got to make sure you have a darker color first, and then a color that's a little lighter underneath that, and then you're going to have one other that's a little lighter than that. When I do two shimmers, you know, I guess you could do in place of the shimmers, you could use a matte. You could do this in whole matte if you don't want shimmers. I really love the shimmers because it just brightens up your eyes so much. And I love these colors together. What do you think of that? Ooh. Okay, so look at this. Oh my God, they're so pretty. I love this. I absolutely love this. Now we're going to finish it out with doing a little bit under eye. I am going to use this, but I'm not going to use this like lining it. I'm going to take a brush. This is the It's Cosmetics brush. This little crease brush is my favorite. It's dome shaped. It's just so fun. Take a tiny bit, and we want to bring this right underneath. The reason I do this, because I don't like harsh lines. I got enough lines under my eyes. I don't need to add anymore. So this really gives me, these are waterproof. So if you have watery eyes, and a lot of times when you put like the eyeshadow under here, it runs and stuff. This won't do that. That's the reason I do it. It's hot here in Alabama too. So, you know, it's just good. And I'm going to be outside today. Got a festival downtown Wetumpka, Alabama, so I will be there this afternoon. And I want everything to stay in place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you can add a little bit of the nonsensical over this, which I'm going to do. I just like to put this down first, so it gives that eyeshadow something to adhere to better than just my skin. See what I'm saying? Yes. Okay, so here's nonsensical. This is what we first started with. It is the first color we laid down. Take a little bit, tap it off, and just run it through. Look at that, how pretty. Girl. I love this technique. I hope you will try it. I hope you do. I hope you do. I just need to throw on some lips. Let me blend this up now that I'm doing that. So blend it up so it all stays. Oh, that is so pretty, y'all. I love this. Now, I'm probably just going to grab some lip butter and put that on. Don't know what color should I use today. I love these lip butters. These are nice for summertime. This one's pretty. This one is called Scenic Drive. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. It gives me a little pop of red. How pretty is that? And they have a staying power to them as well. So let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? And I do like to kind of smooth it in with my fingers. I'm not even using a liner. Don't need to. I just want a little brightness on my lips. It just looks like my lips, but better. It does. Okay. So what do you think? Let me get up close and personal. I love this. I think it's beautiful. I think you should try it. And you know what? I'm here on every Sunday. It's the only day I have to come hang out with you girlfriends. And I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm all over the place. And I work full time too, y'all. I do. I work full time too. So, and I take care of my mom with dementia who lives here with me as well. So I'm a busy person, but if you ever need my advice on anything that I've done here, please leave a message or comment below, and I will definitely help you out and give you some tips and tricks, or help you decide maybe colors that is good for your face. And if you connect with me on Facebook, that's even better. I love to talk to you in Messenger and get to know you a little bit better, and we can find your perfect eyeshadows for you. I love this technique. I think you should try it. I think our older eyes, we can do this. That was a younger girl that did it, but if I can do it, I'm 58, you can do it too, okay? You can do it. So please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm excited every time you pop on here. I appreciate all your comments and likes and shares, okay? So I will see you next Sunday. Please tell me you're going to try this. Let me do it one more time for you. Woo, girl. Y'all go do it, okay? See you later.